What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my DFS picks for NFL Week 15. Top DFS picks.
These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button
And hit that bell icon
so you don't miss our new videos.
In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for this week's NFL slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Oh, and good news, guys. Make sure to stay tuned to the very end of this video because we removed the box that was popping up and blocking the lineup. So now you can see a full lineup using these picks that we made in this video if you stay to the very end. Okay, guys, NFL Week 15. Let's take a look at the quarterback position. So my top DFS pick at the quarterback position is Matthew Stafford from the LA Rams playing the Seattle Seahawks, who have the 9th worst defense overall. And although they've been pretty good versus opposing quarterbacks, Matthew Stafford has averaged 23.4 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 1.9 rush attempts per game. He's projected at 19.3 fantasy points here in Week 15. He's 7,000 DraftKings salary, 700 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 46.5 points scored in this game, with the Rams favored by 7. So Matthew Stafford has scored 24, 24, and 27 fantasy points in the last 3 games. He looked great on Monday Night Football. He's got Odell Beckham Jr. catching touchdown passes now, so he's fit pretty well into the system. So I like Matthew Stafford here versus the Seattle Seahawks.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching.
If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal,
all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won.
And we'll send you $25 PayPal.
So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
Okay, let's take a look at the running back position. My top DFS pick at the running back position is James Conner from the Arizona Cardinals playing the Detroit Lions, who have the 3rd worst defense overall, and they give up the 2nd most fantasy points to opposing running backs. James Conner has averaged 17 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 13.8 rush attempts per game and 2.4 pass targets per game. He's projected at 13.3 fantasy points here in Week 15. He's 6,400 DraftKings salary and 1,600 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 47.5 points scored in this game, with the Cardinals favored by 14.5. So fantastic matchup. Could be a running game script here. And James Conner has scored 34, 19, and 21 fantasy points in the last 3 games off of 13, 20, and 21 rush attempts on top of 9, 2, and 6 pass targets. So I like James Conner here versus the Detroit Lions. Okay, let's take a look at the wide receiver position. So, of course, at the top, Cooper Kupp and Davante Adams, those are both great plays. Both of those guys have been on fire, but they're expensive. So I'm going to give you a value play here as my top pick. So my top DFS pick at the wide receiver position is Jalen Waddle from the Miami Dolphins playing the New York Jets, who have the absolute worst defense overall, and they're middle of the pack defending opposing wide receivers. Jalen Waddle has averaged 15.6 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 8.9 pass targets per game. He's on the field for 82% of the snaps, projected at 14.8 fantasy points here in week 15. He's $6,600 DraftKings salary and $500 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 43 points scored in this game, with the Dolphins favored by 8.5. So good matchup here, and Jalen Waddle has scored 18, 32, and 21 fantasy points in the last 3 games off of 11, 10, and 9 pass targets. So he's getting tons of volume. He's been super productive. Salary is still low. So I like Jalen Waddle here versus the New York Jets.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all the tools for NFL. NBA is right around the corner. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, let's take a look at the tight end position. My top DFS pick at the tight end position is Mark Andrews from the Baltimore Ravens, playing the Green Bay Packers, who have a good defense overall. They're middle of the pack defending opposing tight ends. Mark Andrews has averaged 16.7 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 8.4 pass targets per game. He's on the field for 73% of the snaps, projected at 13 fantasy points here in week 15. He's $6,400 DraftKings salary and $1,000 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 43.5 points scored in this game, with the Ravens trailing by 5.5. Now, Mark Andrews has scored 32, 9, and 17 fantasy points in the last 3 games off of 11, 9, and 10 pass targets. Now, even if Lamar Jackson isn't going to play this week, I think you should still consider Mark Andrews. He could be the tight end that they dump the ball off to. He could get a ton of pass targets as a safety net. So I like Mark Andrews here versus the Green Bay Packers.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.